I am Sensei Victoria Whitfield, your business Reiki master. And it's my joy to help you as an energy aware entrepreneur keep yourself grounded and clear in mind, body, and business. Welcome back to another edition of your weekly love letters from the dojo at naturalintuition.com and victoriawhitfield.com. Your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques and guidance for developing your natural intuition. Whether you are looking to improve the quality of your personal or professional life, let this love letter be your reminder that you are not alone and that together we can make that happen. This is week 5 of 5. We made it through our deep dive into transitioning from a me mindset to a we mindset in life and business. You know, I've been talking to so many of you over the course of these weeks, this month, and then in the emails and the posts. This has really touched a nerve because as an entrepreneur, it's usually we're the bootstrappers, right? Doing it on our own and really drawing significance and empowerment from that. But if you remember one of the previous weeks, we talked about that as an ego trap, right? The do-it-yourself ego trap. Now, by the way, if this is the first time you are seeing me or any of the series, stop now, go back on YouTube, and make sure that you start from the beginning of our 5-part series. And also hit the subscribe button on YouTube so that you get these love letters first every week. Let's get to it. The topic of this week in particular comes from our guides, right? And our guides are specifically asking us to consider going with the flow. You gotta go with the flow in nature in order to harness the momentum from me to we, right? So we have over the last few weeks covered, transitioning from the competitive to the creative mind, right? Releasing egoic attachment, knowing that we're ready for exponential impact, and so much more, right? We've covered so many amazing topics. But the final push in transitioning from me to we, if you haven't yet, if you're still holding on to the me-centric mindset, is nature. We've got to come back to our foundation. Nature, source herself, the entire universe, is cooperative. That's what it means, going with the flow, this week in particular. You know, if you look at a forest is not just trees living and growing in isolation. No, it's an intricate ecosystem that is interdependent upon each other, right? The leaves from the trees fertilize the soil, and the droppings from the animals fertilize the soil, and then the soil feeds the trees and the ferns and all the different, the air, sunlight, the rain, so many things, even forest fires contribute to the ecosystem in essential ways. So being open to going with the flow of life, of nature in general, means being open to cooperation. It is natural for you to cooperate. By nature, you are cooperative. That is the quotable, the tweetable of the week. Yeah, tweet of the week. By nature, you are cooperative. It's time for you to transition from the me mindset to the we mindset. There is a transmission of energy between us as individuals, right? Me as a me. There's a transmission of energy between me and you. You are a separate me outside of you. And when the two of us have an interaction, there is a transmission of energy. And how you deal with that, how you respond or react, how you digest and transmute that energy transmission really dictates how successful you can be at cooperating. In essence, what we're talking about is relationship mastery. We can't even begin to approach relating to others before we begin clearing our own and learning our own energy. And that's what we've been focusing on for the past few weeks. But how things work in nature is that the transmission of energy between different entities is integrated and seamless. The masculine works with the feminine, and together they create, right? They form creation. And it is a seamless, natural movement through all of nature, right? The water cycle transmits water through so many different vehicles and venues, moving that resource, right, from one paradigm to another seamlessly in an integrated way. There's cooperation at every point along the line of the water cycle, right? So be kind to yourself if you are afraid of the transmission. This is an energy aware entrepreneur, right? As an empath for short. We can get a bit traumatized because we've had negative transmissions, or we have not had sufficient education around how to receive as well as send, interpret, and transform the energy that was coming through us. Energy in the form of money, energy in the form of emotions, energy in the form of other people's personalities, etc. This is relationship mastery, not just between me and you as your own me, but also between me and the others who are supporting me, me and my environment, right? And all of the different energy sources that I'm interacting with. Suffice to say, you've got to learn how to cooperate. Go with the flow of nature. Nature is cooperative. You know, Tony Robbins once said that our greatest resource is resourcefulness, right? The feminine way of saying that is receptivity. If you are not receptive to all of the sources of support around you, it is the equivalent of dying of thirst while sitting in the middle of a freshwater lake because you just won't open your mouth to drink, right? That mouth opening and allowing yourself to drink and digest the water is the act of cooperation. Now I'm hearing the oracle cards calling in the energy to weigh in on this subject. All month we've been journeying with Life Purpose Oracle Cards deck, so I'm going to step a weensy bit closer. Let's hear it. Okay, angels. Another Doreen Virtue deck. What else is new? There's so many here at the dojo. Thank you for your donations. Always open to receiving. So, angels, what do we need to know this week in particular about healing our fear of cooperation, right? Because we have this fear of that energy transmission, not knowing how to deal with that energy transmission, right? To receive it, and not knowing how to send correctly. Angels, what do you have to say on that topic? Curious. Well, this is a bit redundant. Oracle cards. I'm like pulling an oracle card. This is oracle cards, which I love. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. And this is where we're going to leave off for this week. This is pretty ninja that the angels are bringing this up. Cultivating your intuition, especially through researching divination, psychic self-defense techniques, right, and energy transmutation, can really help you to discern, right? Discerning answers and guidance for yourself and others, what the angels are talking about on this card. But discernment is what really gives us the courage to show up in relationship to others, gives us the energy to cooperate with others, right? And really helps us with that transmission, right? I'm speaking to someone in particular. I know especially the empaths and energy sensitives who are watching. This is the main thing. The last frontier between you transitioning from a me mindset to a we mindset. And lo and behold, it's your intuition that's going to help you bridge the gap, right? And having tools like oracle cards to help you discern how to communicate your desire, how to receive guidance as well as give guidance to others. What's the right direction to go in? So I'm curious, what's coming up for you hearing all of this? Go ahead, type in the comments below on YouTube or on my blog, wherever you're watching, right? This is meant to be a conversation, not just you sitting back and watching. I want to hear what's coming up for you hearing all of this, right? And if you have any further questions about how you can transition from your me mindset to your we mindset in life or business, go ahead, reach out, grab a call with me at victoriawhitfield.com/contact. I'm here to support you. And by the way, if this video you're seeing, this person that I love really needs to hear this, go ahead, hit the share button. Hit it, right? Let them know that you were thinking of them and that where the final frontier is between them transitioning from a me mindset to a we mindset is. I'd be happy to support them and clear the energy so they can move forward, or yourself too. Mwah! I'll see you next week for our next series of love letters. I can't wait to see what you have to say. Email me back, right? Looking forward to it. Bye.